for overtime and special events. Also, a Lakeland police records clerk and her husband were arrested on marijuana possession charges. Allison Johnson, 28, and her newlywed husband Joshua Johnson, 28, both of Polk City, were stopped by a Polk County Sheriff's deputy in Auburndale when the husband was driving without a seatbelt on. The deputy said he smelled marijuana in the vehicle. And unfortunately, another Polk County Sheriff's deputy was arrested on felony charges. She quit her job before being fired. Deputy Sheriff Sylvia Lara, 26, is accused of stalking her former boyfriend and his new girlfriend. Her former boyfriend, Ronaldo Cruz of Juanita, where the deputy went to his home and scratched him. She was reportedly stalked him a number of times. And a Florida Department of Citrus employee has been arrested on charges of grand theft. It is claimed that Matthew McDermott, 51, used department property to create virtual currencies online. He allegedly was trying to create Bitcoin and Litecoin virtual currency. It was noted that the department's electric bill skyrocketed as mining for the fake currency uses a lot of electrical power. It is claimed that he has purchased 24 cards for making cyberspace money using department credit. The city of Bartow is now in the solar energy business. Bartow last week unveiled its new 40-acre solar farm. Bartow owns its electric distribution system but purchases power in bulk. Now the solar farm will mean Bartow will produce about 5% of electricity. The solar farm is expected to save $5 million over the next 30 years. Bartow has an estimated 12,000 electric customers that it serves. And finally, the Mulberry Public Library has a lot of things going during this spring break. Tuesday, March 27th, bead mosaics for kids from 10:30 to 2 p.m. at the Mulberry Cultural Center. Also on Tuesday, March 27th, Hollerfest at 3 p.m. at the Mulberry Public Library. And on Wednesday the 28th, acrylic pour for kids from 10:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Mulberry Cultural Center. Wednesday, March 28th, Why Wednesday Marathon, all day at the Public Library. Thursday, March 29th, BYOE Decorating. Bring your own egg to decorate. Decorating stations will be able to open all day for drop-in decorations from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Mulberry Cultural Center. And on Thursday, March 29th, movie day will be Star Wars, The Last Jedi, and Jumanji at 1 p.m. at the Mulberry Public Library. And Friday, March 30th, Community Good Friday service, 6:30 at the Mulberry United Methodist Church. And Saturday, March 31st, Mulberry's Egg Extravaganza from 1 to 2:30 p.m. at the Centennial Park. There will be a petting zoo, games, snacks, pictures with the Easter Bunny, and of course the huge hay gun. And don't forget Sunday, April 1st, the Community Easter Sunrise Service at 7 a.m. at the Mulberry High School football field. And finally, 3 myths about post-traumatic stress disorder. PTSD is a mental health issue that is often associated with a great deal of stigma, both in military and civilian population. Several myths about the condition appear to contribute to these beliefs. 3 common misunderstandings about PTSD to consider is: 1. PTSD is a sign of mental weakness. PTSD can happen to anyone. It is not a sign of weakness. A number of factors can increase the chance that someone will have PTSD, many of which are not under that person's control. For example, having a very intense or long-lasting traumatic event or getting injured during the event can make it more likely that a person will develop PTSD. PTSD is also more common after types of trauma like combat and sexual assault. The second one, people with PTSD are dangerous. Although PTSD is associated with an increased risk of violence, the majority of veterans and non-veterans with PTSD have never engaged in violence. When other factors like alcohol and drug misuse, additional psychiatric disorders, or a younger age are considered, the association between PTSD and violence is decreased. And the final one is nothing can be done for people with PTSD. There are more effective PTSD treatment options than ever. Effective treatments for PTSD include different types of psychotherapy or medication. Studies have shown that for some people, these treatments can get rid of symptoms altogether. Others find they have fewer symptoms or feel that their systems are less intense. Evaluating PTSD apps for veterans and family, investigators continue to examine how the post-traumatic stress disorder coach and PTSD family coach mobile phones apps may help trauma survivors and their significant others. Ongoing studies are testing the app's impact on veterans' PTSD symptoms and treatment engagement, as well as relationship quality and family members' well-being. Well, that concludes our news for this day. Wish everyone a pleasant good evening. Have a fine weekend until our next gathering. Good night.